Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Starting 11 show. Luton Town versus Everton. Many could say this was an opportunity to try out some other players. I say to those people, shut up. This is not an opportunity to play anyone other than our best 11. Let's make sure we go and get 3 points at Kenilworth Road. Let's make sure we, try and look up. Try and make sure we're keeping our place above Brentford. Let's try and catch Crystal Palace. Let's make another £4 million. Let's get to that 50-point mark. What we've really achieved this season. Let's get to that 50-point mark. Don't want to see any flip-flops. Don't want to see anyone on the beach. Don't want to see anyone thinking the season is done. Everton have still got 3 important games, and we should finish the season as strong as we possibly can to make sure everyone's happy. So all the doom and gloom stories that are thrown at us don't really matter. So let's get into it. Jordan Pickford in goal. He wants to finish the season strong because he wants the Golden Gloves. He wants to get, he's been nominated for Player of the Month, I think. So he'll want to finish the season strong. That last day, the possibility of a shootout with Raya for the best goalkeeper in the Premier League this season. That's what he wants. A lot of people have said a lot of things about Jordan Pickford. This is his opportunity to ram those words down a few people's throats and go into the Euros in his best form and help England do as well as they can in the summer. So Jordan Pickford in goal for me. Back four, right back and continuing bit with Ben Godfrey. He's done really well recently. He comes in, he does a job, no fuss, no issues. His pace is really important. Could he be a little bit better in the air? Yes. And are Luton a threat in the air? Yes. But Seamus Coleman's not quite back. And I don't think I'd bring Seamus Coleman back into the side anyway, even if he was fully fit, because I think Ben's has done really well. So he starts at right back. At left back, Ashley Young, who is basically the only left back we've got anyway, but I thought he's done all right in the last game and a half. So he will continue at left back. He's the only left back we've got, haven't we? So it doesn't really matter. Centre backs, James Tarkowski and Jared Brantwaite continue. Obviously, we've not heard, as of time of recording, if James Tarkowski's become a father, but I'm sure no matter what, he will play and he'll give absolutely everything. You would imagine, unless, but you'd imagine he'll play, you'd imagine he'll want to play, and you'd imagine he'll give, like he does every week, everything. And alongside Brantwaite, they're going to be under a bit of threat. They know the Luton way. We know the way Luton play. We know how dangerous they can be off set pieces. We've seen it because they scored goals, set piece goals against us in both games at Goodison Park. So we have to stay switched on, and we have to be at our best back there. Into midfield, Ajisagana Gay again, been brilliant the last few weeks since he got back in the side, and again. Do it again. Big decision needs to be made on Ajisagana Gay in the next couple of weeks. Surely he's got to stay at Everton. Surely Everton have got to keep him, but he keeps his place. Alongside James Garner, I thought played really well against Brentford. One of his most impressive performances. Nearly capped it off with a goal against Brentford, hitting the bar. I thought he played really, really well. Those two in midfield, and in front of them, Abdoulaye Doucouré, still waiting to get that goal, still waiting to get his first goal since coming back into the side. It's been a long time. For a long time, he was our talisman. For a long time, he was the player who would get us that goal, and just hasn't been the same since he come back. But in last week, I thought he did well. He played slightly deeper at times rather than just being behind the striker. Again, he'll be important in this game. On the right, Jack Harrison, who I thought was brilliant in the Merseyside derby, less so against Brentford, but has done well since coming back into the side. And on the left, Dwight McNeil, who's been playing a lot more central, starting off obviously on the left hand side, but has been playing a lot more central, and he has been excellent in the last week. Dwight McNeil obviously scored against Forest, performance against Liverpool, getting an assist, and on Saturday against Brentford ran his socks off again and did a good role, playing a little bit more central. Be interesting to see how that develops next season, whether the manager gives him a little bit more time in the middle and maybe has someone on the left allowing him to play in there all the time. We'll wait and see. And up front, Dominic Calvert-Lewin for me. Schmidt won't start because it'll be Dom or Beto. Beto recovering from that, obviously going down with the head injury against Forest, but he's returned. But for me, it's Dom. If Dom's available and he's fit, then he has to start for me, because we saw in the Merseyside derby how good he can be. And Dom will be important in both boxes. Defensively, he's fantastic. It's part of the game we don't give a lot of credit to him for, but defensively he's fantastic, and hopefully he can be at it at the other end as well, and add to his recent goal tally, so he starts up front for me. Not loads of changes, as I said. We've got to be as professional as we can be in the end of the season and pick up a few more wins and make the league table look even better. Forget about just staying up. Let's make it look impressive. I'm sure Sean Dyche will want to show everybody, from his point of view, that it's been a good season for him in terms of the points. We've obviously had point deductions, but if you can get near 50 points, that's huge. That's huge for him. That'll be absolute. He's already said it's the biggest job he's ever done. But if he can get Everton up to nearly 50 points or nearly 50 points, he'll have done a really good job. So let's get there. Let's get to that tally and make sure the season doesn't just peter out. It's going to be an interesting game. Obviously, Luton desperate for that win. Absolutely desperate for that win. So it's going to be interesting. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who would you go for? Would you make any changes? If so, what are they? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to check out the match preview that John and myself have done for the game. Check that out. And I'll be back obviously after the game with all the after match reaction. Make sure to give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already if you want more great videos. Join us over on Toffee TV Premier. The link is in the description and the QR code's come on the screen now. See you later.